had sent a large number of loitering munitions towards Sargodha to hunt for Pakistani radars. One of these munitions, unable to locate a target within its 2-hour flight time, likely ran out of fuel and came down on one of the hills in the Kirana area, just 10 kilometers north of Sargodha. He made clear this was accidental and not a deliberate strike on the site, which is believed to house Pakistan's nuclear facilities. This comes over a year after the Indian Air Force had officially denied hitting Kirana Hills amid speculation fueled by Pakistani media images showing smoke rising from the area. Well, let's take a look at what the entire timeline of the Kirana Hills story is. Remember, this, of course, is a story that intrigued many during Operation Sindoor. So let's talk our viewers through the full timeline of what happened at Kirana Hills within Pakistan. Remember, on April 29th, 2025, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a key meeting. Big lessons for Pakistan were decided after that audacious terror incident in Pahalgam. Operation Sindoor was launched on 9 terror sites in Pakistan and POK. This happened in May 2025. Operation Sindoor formally commenced then. Now, during the operation, reportedly, loitering munitions were sent towards Sargodha to hunt radars. This is what former CDS General Anil Chauhan has claimed. At the same period, according to him, one munition ran out of fuel. It also hit then the Kirana Hills site and location by accident though, not by design. May 10th, the Indian Air Force struck Bholari after Sargodha plan was scrapped over weather concerns and weather forecasts for that region. Also on the 10th of May, Sargodha Air Base was struck near Kirana Hills. Kirana Hills, of course, is a site where Pakistan is believed to keep and store its nuclear arsenal. Well, on the 12th of May, Air Marshal Bharti, when asked in a press conference, denied any strike on Kirana Hills. And of course, late May, a ceasefire was negotiated directly between the two DGMOs of Pakistan and India, reportedly at Pakistan's request. Joining us at this point is Major General K.K. Sinha, defense expert. Major General K.K. Sinha, we all remember, of course, the entire timeline of what happened during Operation Sindoor. At that time, there were videos which had emerged of smoke close to Kirana Hills, which is why there was a mystery over whether it was targeted by the Indian Air Force or not. Now, at that point, of course, Air Marshal Bharti had said that Kirana Hills was not targeted, was not struck. He said that while being asked at an official press briefing, of course, during Operation Sindoor. I'm sure you would remember that. Now, though, CDS, former CDS of India, General Anil Chauhan, while speaking on the matter, has said perhaps a loitering munition did hit Kirana Hills, but it was by accident, not by design.
Noon and Jahan. Yesterday when it came up, especially, his video has come out when, your previous CDS giving and briefing and clarifying what exactly happened in the Kirana Hills. You have brought it out completely. The target was Sargodha, and the whole world has seen during that time. You must have covered from 6, 7, 9 to 10, because it was more or less in world the way it is transparent. People of Pakistan were showing all those things what was happening, and the satellite imagery was the proof. Sargodha was hit very badly. But what he brought it out, that Kirana Hills is approximately 20-22 kilometers as a coast, right at the peak I'm talking about. The foothill start from 10 kilometers. Loitering ammunition has got endurance. These loitering ammunition has got an endurance, which is not, you generally spend this loitering ammunition. We have got, it goes for a mission, for taking out, the surveillance of that area, how many radars are there, they keep testing it. And I think, that is what he's bringing it out. That is got probably 2 hours endurance. It has gone over there. And once the endurance finished, it is just crash on anywhere. It doesn't carry any, explosive like this, but there is some fire comes out and it catches. Exactly what it's, is planning. And India never targeted Kirana Hills. We know very much what is their facility in
Yes,
Kirana
I was
Hills.
just going to ask you that. Why is this location of Kirana Hills so sensitive for Pakistan? Is it because it is an open secret that the nuclear arsenal is there?
Yeah, it is absolutely. The target of everyone, including we know it takes a gut reference. We know the layout, what is the in gate, what is the out gate. There is a vehicle waiting area. There are, the protection which is provided. Every adversary, you carry out all those things, and these are things, with the target. But we are not foolish to target a nuclear facility. And Indian armed forces are absolutely professional. We will not go, and you will not achieve anything. Because these, if the Kirana Hill is hit, because it is not kept as an assembled, nuclear weapon over there, or nuclear missile, it is not kept as assembled. These are assembled in a time which they have to use. Even you are hit, you are not going to have anything, effect on it. But and neither India was giving a demonstration. But it was brought out during that time, if you remember, that it was Pakistan news anchors were that time bringing out the radiation, and for radiation they have brought one, to catch up how much radiation is there in the air. They were saying that in the United States, sensing aircraft which has been flown over the Kirana Hill. Then there was a news which was coming from there that boric, powder has been brought from Egypt. There is some. So these are the narrative building, and probably the narrative building, false flag. It might be a false flag operation they might have carried out. The fire, no one has seen, drone over there. No one has covered that. False flag operation so that, a narrative can be, and they try to picture and give a feeling that India is very, very irresponsible country to hitting, your nuclear facility. That was not our target. Very amply cleared by the DGMO Air Marshal Bharti. That is, evening when you have got all the DGs of Army, Navy, and Air Force, that press briefing. And it was brought out, was the Kirana Hill was the target. And he brought out absolutely, as per this thing, he controls, DGMO controls targeting, where he will go. And he says, as far we do not know. And he gave that time, if someone thinks, they can keep thinking it. And that is where the professionalism is. And Pakistan was the targeting of Noor Khan, the command and control facility. That has, we have agreed. That is the nuclear command and control facility, and it was, hit very badly. 7,000 square feet of the, their complex was hit, and command and control center, 2 vehicles that was blown off. So, but that is not a nuclear. This is and it is next to the Rawalpindi, GHQ. So, those things now it is very important to come out because the whole world knows about it. And it also exposes Pakistan, the way they have, pleaded after, 10 that please have this ceasefire. The request was the DGMO army to us, and we have got a record because these are all recorded. But we have not, we are not the country who is going to put it out. Now it is CDS who's responsible. CDS generally is the integrated command, and he was doing it. He knows each and everything, minute to minute, what is happening.
All right, Major General Sinha, thank you for joining us with your perspective. Now, following reports of suspicious activity involving